Hey, what's up guys? Today we're checking out the Galaxy S22, 2 years later. And with Samsung pushing updates like One UI 6.1, the S22 just got a fresh wave of AI-powered features. Let's dive in and see how it holds up after all this time. Starting with the design, honestly, Samsung nailed it here. The S22 still feels super premium. I mean, it's glass and metal and there's this minimalistic charm to it. It's thin, light, and it's one of those phones that just feels right in your hand. After 2 years, sure, you might see some scuffs, but nothing crazy. The display. It's still a beauty. Samsung's 6.1-inch AMOLED panel is as bright and vibrant as ever, and the 120Hz refresh rate makes everything feel fast. Even today, this screen stands out in its class. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or just browsing, the S22 doesn't feel outdated. And with One UI 6.1, it feels like the screen comes alive even more, especially with some of those new AI features we're going to talk about soon. Now let's talk performance. Inside, you've got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. It's still pretty fast for everyday tasks like scrolling through social media, taking calls, or even light gaming. But if you're pushing it with more demanding apps, especially gaming, you might notice a few hiccups here and there. Nothing too major. And this is where the new AI features come in handy. Speaking of updates, One UI 6.1 brought some really cool AI-powered features to the S22. First up, you've got the object eraser. Ever snapped a photo with someone photobombing in the background? Now you can just tap on that unwanted object, and poof, it's gone like magic. Next, there's Bixby Text Call, which lets you answer calls without speaking. It converts your caller's voice to text, so you can respond via text if you're in a meeting or just can't talk. Oh, and did I mention the auto-translate feature? It lets you translate calls in real time between selected languages.
Hey, I'm at gate 6 wearing a gray shirt.
ฉันอยู่ที่ประตู6สวมเสื้อสีเทา
ได้ครับ เดี๋ยวผมไปรับอีก2 นาที
I'll pick you up in 2 minutes.
Now let's talk cameras. The S22's camera system is still really good, especially for casual photographers. With the triple camera setup, you're getting solid performance in most conditions. But even beyond that, the AI helps with things like scene recognition and optimizing shots. It's not the latest in camera tech, but it's still more than enough for most people. AI-generated wallpapers. You can now create custom wallpapers using AI, giving your phone a fresh look without searching through hundreds of apps. It's a small thing, but it's another way Samsung is using AI to keep things interesting. Battery life? 2 years in, it's still decent, but not amazing. With moderate use, you'll make it through the day, but if you're pushing the phone hard, you might need to top it off before bed. S22 delivers 3.5 hours to 4 hours of screen-on time on 120Hz refresh rate and on 60Hz. It delivers 6 hours of screen time from 85% to 15%. It's still average. Thankfully, fast charging is still here, and that definitely helps. But yeah, if you're a power user, you'll start noticing some battery degradation over time. So 2 years later, the Galaxy S22 still feels like a solid phone. It's got a premium design, an awesome display, and with One UI 6.1's AI features like Object Eraser, Bixby Text Call, and Auto Translate, Samsung's keeping it fresh. If you're considering the S22, it's still a great deal for day-to-day use in cameras, so you can definitely go for it. That's all for this review. Thumbs if you liked it, sub if you loved it. We will see you in the next one.